continue to have pride and be proud of the school that you have. Continue to recognize that we're growing, yeah? We might still have some hiccups, but we want to see the whole fraternity out here. We want to see the Mona old boys and old girls, wherever you are, that you sometimes you walk around and shame to say, I went to Mona. No, come out and lift up your chest and big up your chest and proud. They do not buy defenders from outside the EU when they have good quality European defenders that are bigger, stronger. We have to develop the defender with an edge.
We're here today with the coach of the winning team today. Not the team that just won today's game, but the team that absolutely annihilated their zone. But particular today's game, 8-0, Craig Butler. Speak to us about today's performance first and foremost, coach.
I think it was a good example of total football transition. If you notice, our game is not about playing a lot of passes all around and win the ball, get to attacking, create more chances over and over and over and over again. So the goalkeeper is tired. By the time we're done, the goalkeeper is tired. I think if you count the amount of shots we took or chances we took, it's about what Jamaica should be as players. I'm so proud of the boys and the examples that they've set for others to follow. We hope that the rest of Jamaica will start to take this approach. I've actually seen it happening already with a lot of the teams. They're starting to play a more of a pressing game. We'll see what happens.
All right, coach, let's first and foremost dissect today's performance. I thought you guys started a bit slowly in the second half. Also, we saw some different personnel. Speak to us about, first and foremost, team selection going into today's game, considering that the zone was already done and dusted.
Well, the team selection almost remained the same. We just shuffled people around a bit. Zane had been out with 3 yellow cards, and we wanted to rest him anyway. So we switched it in, brought in Sean Layton, who played a lot last year anyway, to work with Dante on the left side. And we played with Papa, Kishane Gordon, and Kante on the right side. 3 of those 2 are supremely fast, supremely fit, and very technical. Sean, being younger, is very creative. He's fast, but he's only 14. But the system played today, the domino 6 and the domino 5, was exceptional. We're able to cover the pitches, cover the areas, win the balls, transition quickly and score some goals. So I'm happy.
All right. Coach, you spoke to us a while ago about the team selection and tactics of today's game. Tell us about the mood and the attitude of the players and of yourself coming into this game. What was the mood like?
Well, a huge part of it is that we're playing against Hydel. And Hydel, because of its affiliation with Rudolph Speed, has become our #1 enemy in football. So whenever we play them, we want to kill them. We want to annihilate them. We want to put goals in the back of the net, and we want them to realize, I want Jamaica to realize that the talent that we have at Mona and at Phoenix is top shelf level, and that's one of the reasons why we entered the Manning Cup. Why we went and played, when put in effort and Mona and thing, is because we wanted people to see what we were talking about all along, that Speed and his cronies tried to hide in the under 20. So we made sure that we put the players here and they did their job.
Think you've proven your point, coach?
I don't know. One of the things that I've learned with this is that no matter how well you perform, they will still say, when Leon was scoring Europa goal of the season at KRC Genk, the JFF blocked him from Jamaica's under 20. When Whisper was dominating and was in Spain on trial with Real Sociedad and they loved him, the JFF was blocking him from the under 20. So one of the things that we're trying to do right now is to set the example, so that even if our players don't get selected, at least we'll start to play a proper system where those who are going in and playing for Jamaica will be able to do well, and we as a nation will be able to qualify for World Cups over and over again. So it's a real nationalistic view of things versus a selfish one.
All right, coach. Today's game, 8 goals. Who else but Donnie Mitchell to start off the scoring? Speak to us about your centre back, who Joe Mar from This or That Sports TV believes should remain in the back line and keep scoring. Speak to me about him and his goal scoring prowess over this whole first round, not only just in this game.
Did you hear us shout attacking centre half when he went round and he just went forward and a goal came out of it immediately? Listen, you need to understand. Here's how my philosophy is. They do not buy defenders from outside the EU when they have good quality European defenders that are bigger, stronger. We have to develop the defender with an edge. He has to bring something else. That's why you have players like Koulibaly that's now at Chelsea. When he was at Napoli and at Genk, he would play the same way Duve plays. Plays the ball forward, get in the box and finish, and get back. When you're strong and fit enough and technical enough to do that, you'll have an edge over others making it as a pro. So for Duve, it's really a new breed of Jamaican defender that we want to try and create and develop so that others who are defensive-minded players can truly get opportunities to play at the highest level from Jamaica. So again, is that a selfish view? It's a nationalistic view. So the more that we can train him to defend well and transition to attack and score, is the better his chances of making it, and the better our chances of making more defenders like that and going on to get more contracts.
Understood, coach. On that tactic, using your defenders and developing their goal scoring attribute to give them an edge, could you play that way against the better teams in the second round? Because this is the business end of the season. Can you do it?
The question is, will you be playing that way against the better teams?
You ever see me change it?
Not at all.
I'm one of the most consistent people on the planet, you know. You know, believe me, I actually like wearing the same shoes, same clothes all the time. You know, I like Jeep Wranglers. You know, so if I get a Jeep, I buy 1, 2, 3, 4. I buy every model if I want, but I'm not changing. I'm very, very consistent, and that's one of the most important things a coach can be with his players too, is to be predictable and consistent. They know what I want, they know what I'm going to do, and they know the system they're going to play. And if they want to win, they have to make that system work. And they made it work today. People say, oh, we let a lot of people, we don't have clean sheets. To prove my point, I just had straight clean sheets for the last 3 games. After Wolmer's 1-0, because they said it with the 3-2 with Camperdown on national TV. They said, oh, they're letting a lot of go. Okay, we played Wolmer's 1-0. Then we beat another team, I think 3-0. I can't remember the team. Then we beat them 8-0. Yeah. Now bear in mind that if this team beat us today, they'd have gone through to the second round.
Yeah.
So they weren't coming here to ease up or to not get goals. They were trying their very best.
All they needed was a point.
Yeah. All they needed was a point. And we made sure they got it 8 times over. You understand?
Alright, coach. And the perfect segue about your attacking defenders. Obviously I started this question by speaking about Donnie Mitchell, but he wasn't the star man today.
Not at all.
You know, it was yet another centre back who really put the icing on the cake for this game, scoring the ultimate 4 goals that really drove the nail in Hydel's coffin. Speak to us about Robina Gordon.
Robina Gordon is one of my players that he started off as a little scrawny kid, you know, 3-4 years ago. Bad attitude, bad habits. You know, I remember actually he was going home and missing training. And I called his dad and said, don't let him miss another training session. He came to training today, and if he had not been at training, he would have been home. And about 3 people got shot in front of his house. So he would have been dead. And that switched his attitude, his focus. Became more focused on the football, more focused on the schoolwork, more focused on life and being a good person. And it's showing in his game. He's playing central defense. You can't beat him. He's actually a striker, by the way. Yeah, but he's playing central defense, transitioning. And the thing is this, I keep the pressure going by rotating my players. So the person who's up front is going to press for that 20-30 minutes, switch him out, put another guy up there who's been relaxing at central defender, and send him up again. So it's good to have players that can transition all the time and that understand the game and can play total football.
Coach, do you you know, we've seen Georges, we've seen the case, we've seen the JC. They're really kicking into gear. They're also consistent like you are.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel any better or worse about Mona's chances of winning the Manning Cup?
I don't care. I really don't care. I don't watch JC. I watch KC because Whisper plays. Unfortunately, I would watch it for JC if I could, for Dylan, John, but they play on the same time as we do. And for Bell, I'd go to Wolmer's games if I could, and for the goalkeeper and for Zabir Taylor at Georges. But for me, we've played Georges in preseason games and we beat them 3-0. And you know, we know that if we peak on any given day, I don't think there's a team that can beat us. We just have to stay focused, stay humble, and believe in ourselves, and not listen to the noise. I want to say something though on the air to Mr. Marvin Thompson, who is the coach at Pembroke High School. How dare you? How dare you? The little boy's mother just died 2 weeks ago, and you went and wrote a letter saying that Matthew Hibbert went to Jamaica College before he came to Mona. How dare you? You're a liar, and you should be ashamed of yourself. You're a disgrace to the coaching community. Yeah? Never you do that, bro. Never you go and hurt a little kid or tell lies on a kid to try and make yourself feel better for your failures as a coach. Matthew Hibbert is fully clear and doing his job for Mona High School. He's not an ineligible player. He's been at Mona High School for the last 4 years. Yeah, he came here in second or third form. He played Pepsi for Pembroke Hall. He left and came directly here. He lives with me. He's like my son. He lives in my home. Yeah, and he's been here for 4 years. He sat out the first year. He played Manning Cup last year. And he's playing this year again, and he's now a little bit injured. But for you to do that, Marvin Thompson of Pembroke High School, you're a disgrace to the coaching profession.
All right, coach. And that being said, and you know, we spoke about Bikey as he's affectionately called. I spoke to him today before the game, and he said that he thinks he'll be fit going into the second round. Let's leave the first round in the past and go to Mona High and the second round. You already said that your system will be the same, but the results will not be the same, coach. Speak to us about how you feel.
What do you mean the results won't be the same?
You will not be beating teams
8
by
and
8
9.
goals.
You, man?
Let's see, coach.
I
can definitively
So they're not in the next zone.
Coach?
Those teams that are coming out of the other zone, where are they? Superman or something?
No, coach, but
They're better teams than
you won't be
Hydel.
beating them 8.
But they're not better teams than me.
So
and listen.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what you're going to the problem that teams will have with us. We don't play like anyone else ever. The systems, the formations that we played, they are not played anywhere else in the world. No other coach uses them. So you're not trained to deal with it. That's the problem. You're not trained to respond. You don't have an answer. And so I'm not really concerned about the other teams. I'm concerned about these boys getting better and better and better. And the other teams and the coach is saying, okay, you know what? Maybe we should try that because we're fast, we're strong, we're creative, and we're intelligent as a nation. Maybe I should try that. Maybe I should make my team play that way. And then it will reach to the national team. And then we start winning the World Cup. Yeah? Then I can build a statue to me when we're dead. But for now, I don't care about Manning Cup. I don't care about who wins. I don't care about. All I care about is just doing well. I go and I support. I mean, I run onto the field and cheer when Whisper scores. I'm in the stands and him not doing well. In the first game, I walk all the way around and tell him what to do and him score the first goal. I don't care about the schools. I care about the kids. You understand? And the sooner we all stop doing this one-upmanship and the old boys club and JC, KC, Woolmers, Mona. No. It's about Jamaican kids that are being sidelined across the world because we're not good enough when we reach 18. We're not good enough to compete with teams over in England or in Germany or Belgium. We're not trained hard enough. People look at these boys and the game is almost finished and they're not even starting to break a sweat. They're not tired because we push them harder. Because we understand you can't just be better than the players in Belgium or Germany. You have to be 10 times better. Because to take you, they have to pay you more than the homegrown talent. Yeah? To take you, they have to deal with a lot of other issues. Work permits, visas, all of those things. So you can't just be better. You have to be 10 times better. You have to train 10 times harder. Right? You have to be 10 times more mentally conditioned. Yeah? When you go to a team in Belgium, yeah, Whisper is going to Genk shortly. Yeah? When he goes to Genk, you think the players there are going to pass the ball to him? When they're used to the guy who's been there for the last 4 years, their teammate, and then Whisper might come and take his game? You think they're going to pass the ball to him? He has to be making 10 runs and get one ball. And that one ball, he has to make good use of it. He has to make it count. And that's what we need to do here. We need to develop our players that are running, focused, hard, mentally tough, can take pressure. You notice when my players look like they want to get a little injury and never see me run on the field, I won't go. Sean had a headache today and he didn't want to play, and I'm like, go play. And he played, he got an assist, and he overcame that. Because when he goes to Europe and he's playing in a professional game, do you think that he's gonna can say, oh coach, I have a headache, I can't play today? No, you have to take 2 tablets and go get the job done. Go sleep when you go home. Pain is temporary, glory is forever.
Alright, good. You have anything else?
Coach, round us up with a message. I said this to the principal just the same. Round us up with a message for the Mona fraternity. I know they're happy right now, winning all 10 games in the first round.
You are no longer second place. You're no longer second choice. They will no longer take your children from you and carry them to other schools. You are now the school of choice for kids. They want to be here. Continue to have pride in Mona. Continue to help teachers. Continue to help these boys with their schoolwork. Some of them are done said. Continue to help them. Right? Continue to have pride and be proud of the school that you have. Continue to recognize that we're growing. Yeah? We might still have some hiccups, but we want to see the whole fraternity out here. We want to see the Mona old boys and old girls, wherever you are, that you sometimes you walk around and you're ashamed to say, you know, I went to Mona. No, come out and lift up your chest and big up your chest and proud. Big up yourself. You understand? Leon Bailey's mom was here to see her son on the wall. Yeah? When Leon was a little boy, this was one of the first fields he trained on. Yeah? Welcome home. Let's go. Let's do it.
All right, thank you for talking to us, Coach.
No problem.
All right. Bless up here.
Every time.
You feel